Oh, the let them eat cake. Oh no. You're telling me to educate myself on something that isn't my BS trans agenda. Not trans. But let them eat cake, right? This is the perfect comparison when it comes to the Met Gala, right? Let them eat cake, said by Marie Antoinette, right? There were so many poor people and she said, oh, if they're out of bread, just let them eat cake. Except for, of course, she didn't say this at all. Or at least it's not proven that she said this. Hence why your comparison is actually quite good. Magnet de le broche. It's not really let them eat cake. It was a fancy form of bread. People say Marie Antoinette said this because she was so out of touch, she was so rich, she didn't understand that people were starving. It's never happened. It's never proven to have happened. It was actually a French phrase of the 18th century. And kind of the blame of her saying this wasn't attributed to her until about half a century after she died. She also wasn't in charge, right? It was her husband. Same thing with the Met Gala, right? These celebrities have a good amount of money, just like Marie Antoinette. But they aren't really the big players. They aren't really the people that are creating financial inequalities. They aren't the true people that are running the government, like the French were, or making extreme poverty. Marie Antoinette simply got the blame, right? She was the most kind of visible public figure. And so since France was falling apart over her husband's reign and a completely corrupt political government, people saw her, she was the socialite, and they blamed her for everything. And actually made up a completely unjustifiable story that she said, let them eat cake, to solve the issue. She was actually a female at the time. She had no power, or at least very limited. See, she had a lot of critics, and her critics often called her perceived frivolous and very extravagant. But if you do educate yourself beyond the trans agenda, you're going to realize that the French economic woes extended far beyond the royal family. The French economic woes were at the government level. That's why there was extreme poverty. The same situation is actually true in the United States. It's not the celebrities that are really causing all of the issue. It's extreme economic inequality, and the celebrities are simply actors and tools in the process. If you really want money to be designated to Palestine, you need to stop the US government from funding Israel and making arms deals while simultaneously sending aid to Palestine. That's why I actually love your comment. That idea of comparing, let them eat cake and Marie Antoinette to everyone hating on the Met Gala. It's actually the exact same historical situation. People are distracted by the fancy celebrities, not realizing that it's actually the American government that needs utter reform to prevent utter poverty and genocide. I hope this helps.